Hi there. So I'm just going to briefly go over what it takes to start a corporation in Illinois. If you're filing a business corporation, a domestic business corporation, or a domestic not-for-profit corporation, you're going to be able to use the online filing system that they have at the Secretary of State website. Otherwise, you're going to need to download the PDF file onto your computer, fill it out, print it off in duplicate, and then mail it into the Secretary of State office with the attached filing fee and whatever certificate of, I think it's certified copy is what you need for a corporation actually. Now, it should be said before you begin filing, the first thing you want to do is perform a business entity search just to make sure that the corporation name you're using if you're a foreign entity or the one that you plan to use if you're domestic is available in the state of Illinois. So if it's not distinguishable from that of another corporation or LLC, you might get rejected upon submission. Ultimately, performing the search isn't going to get you a definite answer as to whether or not you can use it or not. That ultimately lies with the Secretary of State when you mail it in. However, it'll give you a pretty good idea because if you see something that's identical, there's no point in filing with it. You're just going to have to file again. Now, how do you go about filing for a corporation? So, first thing you're going to want to do is decide which one you would like to form. Now, most people will probably be forming a standard business corporation or applying for that. However, there's a lot of other options. There's a closed corporation, medical, professional service, not-for-profit, and then, of course, the two foreign business corporation and foreign not-for-profit corporation applications. If you click on each one of these links here, you'll get a more detailed tutorial. As I said before, this is just sort of meant to be a general overview of how to incorporate your business. We really recommend that if you have decided upon your corporation type, that you look at our tutorial and, on there we've gone over the PDF file. If you can file online, we've gone through each step of the filing process. So step 2 is assuming that you have finished filling out the PDF filing forms and that you have also filled out all the forms online. After that, you can pay the filing fee. Now that varies between corporations, only in that I think it's foreign corporations. For some reason, foreign profit corporations, it varies between actually each corporation. Not-for-profit corporations will be $50 upon application. All other domestic corporations should be around $150 if I'm not mistaken, or with exception to not-for-profit again, which will be $50. To get the full idea of exactly what's going to go on in terms of your filing fee for your foreign business corporation, click on this link here and we'll go through it. To pay your filing fee, you need to attach a check made payable to the Secretary of State for your original articles or application. Also, online filers, once you're paying your filing fee, you'll probably notice that there's a $100 additional expedited fee on there. That's because your filing will be submitted within 24 hours and reviewed in that time as well, and then an email will be sent whether or not your application has been accepted. Also, step 4, at this point you're going to need to attach a certified copy of your original articles of incorporation. A certificate of good standing, according to the Secretary of State website, will not suffice. You're going to actually have to get a certified copy. This needs to be required within 90 days of your filing with the Secretary of State. Of course, if you're filing online and you've paid your filing fee, that's it. You're done filing. But if you are deciding to do the PDF filing fee or you're forced to do it, you're going to have to send all your documents, which is a duplicated copy of your original application or articles of incorporation, along with the filing fee and whatever certificates are necessary to this address here. Now, a couple things you might want to do after that. If you're forming a new entity, you're definitely going to need to apply for what's called an employer identification number. Sorry, I'm skipping over renewal just for a second. And this is used by the IRS to identify businesses that are withholding taxes. It's really just to prove legitimacy when you're applying for bank loans, when you're applying for credit cards for your company. You really can't do anything without an EIN. It's like a social security number for corporations. Going back up here to renewal. Now, if you were able to register online, You can also renew online, submitting your annual report. However, everybody else is going to need to print off a PDF of the document and mail it into the Secretary of State. This is going to have a filing fee associated with it. They vary between corporation types. And finally, corporate bylaws. If you have just formed, it's also a good idea to incorporate a corporate bylaws into your business structure. Now, what this is, it's a document that'll relay exactly how you plan on managing your corporation and how you plan to essentially just set it up for organization. So if it'll involve things like the initial board of directors, the power that they have, the election of said board of directors, the initial capitalization of each shareholder. Anything that's not already added to the articles of incorporation are going to be on this corporate bylaws. Now, a lot of corporations have them. I think it's fairly common. So if you click on this link here, you'll get a free template that our attorney has drawn up. That should be applicable across the board for all corporations. I hope that was helpful. Best of luck to you.